Hi Pisces, and welcome back to my channel. Whether you are a Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or however Pisces may show up on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. And today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on we've reconciled and now what? But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, my credentials, scheduling a private recorded reading, learning more about my Patreon memberships, or if you're interested in purchasing the weekly pick a card readings that drops on my Patreon shop, then look down below in the description box and click on the information and links down below. That being said, I want to say thank you to all of you, my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike for your love, your support, and your loyalty to our channel. I greatly appreciate it. As you know, these are all free channeled messages, so feel free to share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls. That being said, Pisces, today the focus here on the topic is we've reconciled, now what? Okay, so this means that you and your partner, your connection, and some of you here, maybe even your spouse, you have had already a breakup or a separation. For others of you, you already have had the process of kind of even maybe even a divorce. Maybe you're kind of in the middle of that. But there's a sense here of both of you wanting to reconcile, making that decision. So I'm going to see what's coming through here for the both of you in regards to now what, or what steps may be coming up. Let's see what comes through here for you. By the way, you saw me kind of like reverse this deck, and that's because this deck has messages on both sides. So the message that you have here is restraints, test, trapped in instability, resist impulsive urges to find steadier ground. I feel for you, Pisces, you are in this reconciliation phase, and it's still seeming as if either whether this is you or your partner, or whether this is you or your spouse, however this may be. But there's one person here I'm feeling that isn't too convinced that the old patterns of behavior are dead, done, and over with. There's a sense here of feeling like there's still either more to work on, more to prove, or that there is something that just, again, maybe because it was something that may have happened that was very big, that was impactful, that created a very kind of like even definitive. I feel here like there was like a clear, defined moment where it's like, it is really over. But there seems to be that, either one of you may want to start recuperating, coming back from that situation, circumstance, or event that may have happened here. But there's this sense of like really not believing something here um until something is either discussed or feels more stable. And what I feel here having to do with more stability is as if there's like an effort that needs to be seen or a consistency that needs to be seen. But we'll see what else comes through here for the rest of your reading. Okay, so Pisces and their partner are reconciled. Now what? What is going on here? And by the way, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you come across it, there may be messages here, maybe a reason here. Yeah, it says you're very close to achieving your goal. Okay, so there's a sense of this energy here of reviewing the perspectives. Like I said, it's kind of like this energy where the jury is still out in believing wholeheartedly that either a pattern of behavior or an action is really not happening anymore, or not, or won't happen again. Okay, so I'm getting this energy where it's not at 100% yet. It's more like, you know, and maybe even for some of you, it's like you're starting to even consider a reconciliation. Okay, because it doesn't feel like there's 100% reconciliation yet. Look, this says grow up and patience, autonomy, empowerment, self-confidence. Yeah, I feel here that one of you feels that there is more of an energy here or action or efforts that need to be shown in regards to maturity, in regards to wisdom, in regards to the experience necessary in order to create a firmer foundation. So, like I said, some of you here are in the process of even considering reconciliation here. For those of you who are already kind of like, yes, we've reconciled, I still feel that you don't feel that the stability is as strong as it needs to be, but you're at least giving it a chance. There's a sense here of feeling very deeply committed to your partnership. Okay, some of you may be even married, as this is showing here symbolically a bride. So if you're not married, it's fine. Chances are there's a higher level of commitment, which means maybe you're both living together, you have children together. There's something more here than just high and by type of energy. For some of you, you have been in this connection for quite some time, and others of you may still even be married here to your spouse or your partner. I feel here that there is a sense of patience that is required in this reconciliation in order for both of you to see what you need to see and feel that there is a stronger foundation and resist the temptation of kind of like delving back into old patterns of behavior or old patterns where the temptation of something, because I'm seeing here like the Devil card in tarot where there's a sense of attachment to something here or a lack of moderation in regards to something that created the breakup, separation, or even maybe talks of having a divorce here. All right, let's see what else is coming through. And don't forget to stay all the way to the end of the reading, as I will also be pulling out an advice for you. It says swords and rose, clarity, truth, revelation, honor, protection, determination. And sure enough, there you go. There's this energy here of needing a lot of clarity, like needing not just to like talk about what needs to be discussed, but I feel here there's a lot having to do with what is literally going to be the next step. Like, how is something, whatever the reason for the breakup, separation, or divorce, how is that thing that created the huge wedge for this breakup, separation, or maybe even talks of divorce, how is that how are both of you going to make sure, or if obviously both of you are important in the connection, because a connection is with both people, but there may be here one person who really created, or maybe there was something said or done that really in a way, like, how do they say, it's like the last straw on the camel's back here. And there's a need to talk about honestly how this will be prevented so that this type of breakup, separation, or even talks of divorce doesn't occur again. There's a need for clarity. There's something here energetically about revelations really needing to reveal not only how this is not going to happen again, but also revealing the why this may have happened, understanding the perspectives. Swords is about the minds, the clarity of the mind, the clarity of communication. And I feel here the rose is the symbol of love. Now, roses have thorns. So there is kind of like looking at the aspect of the unconditional love that needs to be shown here, but also honoring the healthy boundaries that need to be placed in order for the sense of like either one of you or both of you protecting yourself from getting swooped up into the same wedge, or allowing that wedge or that pattern of behavior to resurface and create this sense of situation. For some of you, this may have been either feeling like there was a third party, whether it was a person, okay, whether it was flirtatious type of texts or conversations, or feeling that there was someone here trying to create a bigger wedge. Now, that someone could be, of course, a third party, but this could also be family or friends, kind of, the gossip of something here. They may have, in a way, been the last straw on the camel's back here, so to speak. Okay, so let's take a look here at what else is coming through. Pisces and their partner or their spouse in this reconciliation. What is the next step? What now? Let's see what's coming through here for the both of you. Pisces, we have the Two of Swords, exactly what I was saying. I said that there was this feeling here that there's a little bit of kind of like hesitation for some of you. It's like you're starting to consider a reconciliation. Okay, it says here the Two of Swords. I'm sorry, the Two of Swords for this, you're very close to achieving your goal. Yeah. There's a sense here of being not only hesitant, but making a tough choice here of whether you should continue, whether it's you or the other person, okay, however this may be, whether the both of you really want to, get back together. Because I feel here a hesitation on one person, and the other person kind of like, yes, I want us to, be more patient. I want us to really, get back together. We've spent, a long time together. I still love you, that type of energy. But I'm feeling here someone here kind of being like on the fence, like, should I, shouldn't I? And for some of you, that may be. And even if you said yes to the reconciliation already, it's coming across like on in your mind, whether it be on your end or your partner's end, because this could be on either end or maybe both of you, where there's this energy here of kind of still being on the fence about, is this truly going to work out? You have here the Four of Swords, and that is trying to not think so much about something here. There's a sense here of trying to create a sense of mental pause because there's been a lot of thinking involving either the process of reconciliation or the actual day-to-day kind of trying to keep the energy together, keeping the connection together because the promise was made already that a reconciliation is in process. And I'm getting here the energy of kind of like taking a mental break about the thinking so much, or trying at least not to think so much about what caused the wedge, so that there is a sense here of really trying to gain the patience or trying to be patient with the process of maturity or wisdom that will be needed here in order for this reconciliation to continue and move forward. Last but not least, Two of Coins, okay? Two of Coins or the Two of Pentacles is giving clarity here to the sword and the rose. It's very interesting because we talked about those two elements. The sword focusing on the mental clarity or the communication, and the rose being the love between the both of you, okay? Or the fondness, okay? Now, what I'm getting here with the Two of Coins is there's a sense of busyness or sense of trying to juggle very important either tasks here or important aspects of this connection, of this relationship that has reconciled, or for some of you, you're considering reconciling with your partner. And there are two important elements here that are very, very important to you or to your partner or to both of you. And there's a sense here of trying to figure out a proper balance on those two important, either maybe resources here or two areas. Okay, so it could be like career and family life. It could be love and family, however that may be. But whatever these two things are very valuable. Okay, and some of you may be busy here with, trying to regain a sense of building that honesty here in regards to the reconciliation. I feel here there's something here about contract. because I see here kind of like contract here. So there may have been some type of promises made, and or this energy here. I'm sorry, there is a card that's already flipped over, so let me bring it back to its proper place. um Here maybe even kind of talking about, therapy, and it's like kind of like, I don't want to say an ultimatum, but I want to say it's kind of like this sense of like, if this is important to you, then this is what needs to be shown or done in order for the stability to be regained here. Because remember, restraints test here is being trapped in instability. So there's a sense of like really regaining balance, and the balance being a very important element here, whether it's like, we need to go to therapy so that we can continue, or there's some type of either verbal or oral or maybe promise or vow that I'm getting here that both of you are discussing, and it's equally important to both of you. And it may require here managing resources, whether it's, who's paying for what in regards to counseling, or maybe intangible effort, not effort, intangible value here, something you can't touch, like time. Like, how am I going to split the time between, ensuring that we're putting in the resources to build our connection while I'm busy doing X, Y, and Z, or while I am trying to gain, you know, the time to build, like the time to go to therapy, or the time to sit down and talk, or the time to, show the efforts necessary in order to provide the stability that both of you are either needing, requiring, or working on. Okay, so the two of Pentacles here could be the sense of both of you continuously working on something, but it's more than just one thing. There are multiple things here that are worked on, or are being worked on at the same time. Last but not least, let's take a look here at the advice. What is the advice here for We've Reconciled and Now What? And it says here, trust yourself, okay? It says here, you are called to show courage by trusting your own judgment. Many voices in life may try to make you doubt your choices, but only you truly understand the genuine desires. I feel also here, you understand also the genuine unconditional love here, that is required by the both of you as well. It says each decision you make is a reflection of your self-trust. And I'm getting not only trust, but also truth here as well. Pisces, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.